Good evening, and welcome to another show called Let's Talk About It with David Hill. Today we're going to talk about the stories of Egypt. They took it to be literal or as an allegory, like as the Bible would. We're going to be taking a look at this right here. We're going to be talking with Delano Thomas. And so let's go and get started. Welcome to Delano Thomas. What's going on, brother?
Oh, that's right.
Now, you had some questions about, the literacy, the legality or literacy of the stories of Egypt compared to the Bible.
Well, I wouldn't even compare it to the Bible because I would never do like the Bible ain't worth ain't worth the time. I'm just thinking of okay, it's the original, but are we to take it literally? And there's I've heard a lot of stories that support taking it literally. Then I've heard thoughts that suggest that no, we're not supposed to take it literally. And places in history where that's been stated, Eris during the Council of Nicaea, his position was we know is not to be taken literally.
You turn back in the time of the creation of Jesus Christ.
When they created Jesus Christ, and Arius, he was like Arius. He was like, that's BS. You know what I'm saying? And they ended up
because he knew where they stole it from.
Exactly. And going back to where they stole it from, are those characters? Are those people real? Were those people real that they walk around Egypt?
Well, the thing that I know from doing my research is our people were real. You can find all of them. In the biblical Bible, you can't find any people that's mentioned in that book where these things supposed to take place at. Okay. And you ask them, well, why can't you find Moses? Why can't you find Ezekiel? Like you didn't find Peter, Martin, Luke, you didn't find any of these people where their grave sites at. Then you see them nowhere. But it's supposed to happen here. That's supposed to happen in Egypt, to free the slaves, this and that, and you can't really find none of these people throughout that book called the Bible. But the thing about our history is you could find them. Okay, you think about like Osiris, for example.
Is his body there?
They found him at his grave.
They found his body, bones and shit?
Well, they found the grave and he was there.
Okay.
See, we know about our people. When you look at the other Pharaoh,
that's big,
who was buried in a place called the Valley of the Kings, and none of the people in the Bible are buried there. None of them. So where are they at?
See, to me, that's huge on the subject today. If his remains were there, however they were, if his remains were there, that gives evidence to look at it to take it literally.
As I really do kind of take it literally because this right here, then you look at how it was done and the Immaculate Conception, which they got that from that era.
Was that from the Osiris, Set, Isis, and Horus?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is way before King James or the book called the Bible.
It's laughable.
And in words, it really is laughable because, they run around and say, oh no, this one thing goes not. It's word for word. You can go to over there, you can see it's still there that's written. Y'all call it hieroglyphics. But that's the Meku Neter. See, our people things. But that's where you stole it from. A lot of things word for word.
Yes.
And they say, this is fine, but that's after and before the founding of Kemet, which they call it Africa. That's why I said you're not African anything. when a white man come along, so I discovered this and said and they gonna call after your last name.
Get out of here.
I mean,
Get out.
remember we already there,
Right.
and gave us a label called Africans.
How else could it be? Mathematically speaking, scientifically speaking, how else could it be?
Hey.
Everywhere you go, we got the oldest DNA on the land.
Yes.
If we the oldest DNA on the land, I mean, if you can consider Pangea, we're the oldest all over the world.
Well, yes, we're the first to be here. The original. That's when we are the gods. We pay homage to the gods. But then they tell you a bunch of fairy tales. Oh, they didn't do this. Oh, our people believed in this and that. And, oh, this is what they did. How would you know what we did? You can't duplicate nothing what we've done. You can't go to the pyramids, you can't, you don't know. See, we got rid of all that before you get your hands on it.
I think they know a lot more of what we did.
Oh, then they
Let on, yeah.
Yes. Because there's many studies that go way deeper than what me you talking about here.
Yes.
It's like Imhotep. When you do research on Imhotep, he was considered one of the gods. He was a genius in his time. They put him in a movie called The Mummy and made this horrid creature and so forth.
It's fear. Scary.
And you portrayed this man of business, he was none of the sort.
Exactly. You humiliate.
You humiliated, you always humiliating our people. He was the father of medicine. He was the father of reading and writing, the law of gravity, all these things. He had a list of accomplishments that you took him and you dragged him to do like you do all our people.
Yo. One thing I wanted to get out there, I heard a fascinating thing about Osiris. How true it is, I don't know. But it seemed logical. They said, in his pictures, he's...
Osiris is sitting here.
What color is he? Like green or black in the pictures? Or both?
Well, he was a very dark skinned brother.
They said, one of the stories I heard that was interesting, that he was a plantoid, meaning he only needed water and sunlight to live. Possibly breath too, but he didn't need to eat.
Well, no, the story just told about the so-called Jesus man. What he did, he didn't take no sins away and he lied about his honey. Because one man's sin is not yours, that's his own.
Right. Yep.
They let you leave all this other garbage, but listen, he is the one who did the real thing that we've done. He also was so chosen by the gods. Now let's look at his name. What is his name? His name means Lord of the perfect black.
And that is a sweet thought if you think about it.
Everything comes out of darkness. So that we.
Lord of it. I mean, he got it mastered. That's a lot to master.
They call it the underworld or the Book of the Dead. This is the Book of the Dead.
We call it the Book of the Dead because it was found in a casket, right? The text was found in a casket.
Because when you come forth to him, you bring to him by the sun, which is Horus. Horus the sun. This is where they get that scene in the papyrus, when you see him bringing a man to be judged by Osiris, because we will be judged by Osiris.
Okay.
Okay, you way about, and then this way they get that, well, no man comes to the Father but by the Son. It's out there, scriptures. Okay?
I take it as the source of light.
To see the way it's done on the papyri or on the walls of Egypt, is the way it's portrayed out. And then he put in his book, no man comes unto the Father but by the Son. That's why you can't come to him, you have to go to him first.
My understanding is.
And then you took to, excuse me, I'm sorry.
No,
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
cut you off. But, and then you were weighed in the balance by the scales. This is where they get that weight. The balance of the scales is the Bible for.
The balance of the scales?
And you weighed by the feather of life with us.
Okay. So, what I'm thinking of is the way to is through the sun. That represents the fact that we are all beings of light. And the sun is a representation of the source of a source of light. A very important source of a very important source of light in our solar system.
It's a source of all.
So that measure of that feather in the scales is how close you are to
it's a featherweight, and you a great man.
integrity being of light.
Right.
Your integrity.
Which is being a speaker of the truth.
Right.
Because they held that more higher than anything.
And that's what I think Christ means, is the light of truth. That's what I think. When I hear people say Christ, I just translate it to light of truth. And I leave all that Jesus stuff off and everything else. And if it ain't hitting light of truth principles.
Who is the Christ? It's mean Christos.
I think Christ is more of a spirit, frame of mind, and the energy that go with it. And I think that's Christ. We all got the Christ in us. But I know what you mean. I would say Buddha, if he ever existed, was a Christ.
I don't think none of them ever existed.
Well, whoever existed.
They were the gods. And this is why they said, oh, y'all worship all those gods. No, we pay homage to the gods.
Because they were close to that light principle.
Yes.
They had the feather skills on the scales.
Like, and this is what we gave homage to. There was no miscommunication about the name of God back in those days with us, because on both sides he was always called Netzer, meaning God, period.
Right.
So we didn't have to worry about who or the face of him.
So Neter would be above Osiris.
Yes.
Would Neter be above Ra?
Netzer is Ra.
Okay. Okay.
Amen Ra, who lives forever.
And Ra is short
Without
for
him, all things will cease to exist.
Ra is short for ray of light, like Ray, right? Ra. What is Amen?
God.
God. That's a
Mary
nice,
Amen.
that's a nice title. I like that.
Or with us, he was called as a being, a pharaoh, a Sa Ra, meaning the Son of God, with a small G.
So, we do have proof that Osiris lived.
Oh yeah.
So that probably means that Isis lived.
Oh yes.
Do we have proof of Isis living?
They found hers first.
Alright, who else? They got Set. They find proof of Set? Even though if you got two of them, that's a strong evidence. The brother that was killing Osiris.
Oh yeah, his brother.
His brother.
Oh yeah. But he cut it in 14 pieces. You know, she only counts them about 13 counts as they say to put it back together.
But do they have remains of Set after he passed? You don't know? I don't know.
I know, but let's be something I have to look into right away. You know what I mean?
And then who
Because
else?
it shows it was him, he had the fix too.
Because if it's like that,
And so the wife had constituted his body back together, something like one piece, which was the phallus. And instead this made a golden phallus.
were we derived from them? Or were they separate species type thing?
I don't know, we derived from the
You don't know?
ancestors. Those are our ancestors.
They're our ancestors?
And all started in Ethiopia.
Were they in Ethiopia?
Let me see. don't know. That's what we gotta look into too. Because here's the thing: it's all over Egypt. So the story is told all over. Here's the thing about the story. The thing about the story is there anything that's written in their Bible? Except for twisted.
It is twisted, and they twisted the morals of the stories.
They everything.
So, like taking it allegorically.
The Bible says it's an allegory.
So, are we? This is another good question. Okay, we've kind of gave evidence to the fact that it is to be taken literally. So, but at the same time, should we still take it allegorically to get the most out of it that we can use?
I think it is this right here. It wasn't a religious without people at all, period. It was a way of life. And that life meant to be justified in who you were, period.
And I like justified because it gives you a line of reference from.
That's right, we're supposed to be righteous people.
And some laws of nature that got, some
and
quality.
If you are found to be righteous, you go to what we call the Sodom Bottom. Sodom Bottom means heavenly places.
I like places. I like that. Because there's multiple.
But you take your place. It's just like any other thing that's done immoral, or if you just a straight murderer, you have no conscience at all, you have no truth and righteousness in you. One thing, I don't know, actually, you gotta stay under there, where you go, but you sure don't do something about it.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's such thing because you believe on this, so it doesn't matter what you've done. Because your sleep will all be right clean because this guy shed his blood for you and that don't even sound right.
I want my thing to come not necessary for bloodshed.
We studied, it was just studied the way of life of being peaceful people and to be righteous people in the eyes of our little Creator. Because it's already guaranteed you that you was going to be straight in the hereafter. And it is a hereafter, just like he was born and you knew nothing when you die. It's like a reverse. Because now the spirit is lifted.
I like to add we were in tune with the natural elements as well.
Oh yes. And in the beginning we were committed people. I mean, that's why you hear when you say, what's the name of that y'all call Africa? And I say it's not called Africa.
El-Kebalan?
It's El-Kebalan or ancient Kemet. We were committed people. Before speech, we telepathically talk to each other.
I've heard that too.
Okay.
I've heard stuff like flying.
Well, I don't know about such things. I do know about things that I study. And the more in depth I go into our people, the more and more I find.
I saw that you were dealing with, or looking into alchemy.
Yes, that's the study I'm doing.
They were doing that there too as well.
Yes, they were. Well, think about everything that's alchemy, alkaline.
Oh shit. Yeah, you just hit me with some shit. Because I like root words and shit.
Yeah, well, these things, and we inherited all of them. They're still in us. But who was there to teach us how to get them out or pull them out?
Alchemists.
Well, our government has done this for a long time, so they know. But then there's so much more to know. I mean, you talk about things like the mercury, people don't know or about. You know what I mean?
Oh. People are starting to know about that.
And so they say, what is that? What is that?
Not enough. But considerably more.
But to know what it is, that's another show in its own entirety. You know what I mean?
That's how you control the spaceship, buddy. The double pyramid joint it up. Let's see.
No, but because we're committed people. Here's the thing. You gotta think about just thought. Because here's the thing about thoughts. Let's see. Committed people. Thought. Committed people. Think about thoughts. You move anything that you want. Like I said, that goes to show another whole show, but it's in a, how do I put it? I don't even want to put it. I'm going to do this on another show.
Thought.
You know what I mean?
And then when you do it, you still doing the thought. That's the slow motion part of the big picture thought. I like thought.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much that a lot of people have done, and it would, I mean, to me, will astound me to take this literally, because we also, it's all black magic. I don't know what you want to call it, but hey, we got.
To take it literally would mean so much potential, and that our people are the source and closest to. That's got to be a lot of confidence. So if they got Osiris remains, that's one on the plus side for confidence.
First thing,
For
have his burial
ancestors.
site.
Huh?
Have his burial site, but you ain't got none burial sites that. I mean, these people here been way before. So where are theirs at? It's the whole thing of the difference. Because we know where ours is at. Where is yours?
And truer is better. We know where ours is.
Yeah.
Where's yours?
Like
Truer
Irving
is
Einstein
better.
used to say, it's 11 o'clock. You know where your children are? And they did, because we was in the house. You know, parents make the big difference in everything. Parents to be able to teach you some things other than what you've learned in the society of this society, or the schools and the things they've had, privilege to have control over the children's mind at a young age. How they send them out.
I would love to talk to the children and have. If I was a child, I would love to have my father talk to me about like stuff like this.
Yes,
We talking
you
about.
about your history and be proud of who you are and what you are. As I am, and you will be too. All you gotta do is find out to know what's going on. Well, in closing, let's talk about it with David Hill and the Lionel Thompson. Y'all have a good night. Go chat.
Hotel.